morning, students. Today I will explain you how to solve a given electrical circuit problem to find out the currents with the help of Kirchhoff's voltage law. This is the circuit they have given the exam. So in the circuit, so we will find that in the first loop the voltage is given as 120 volt. In the second loop the voltage is given as 65 volt. Okay, so we will solve this problem by considering first loop, afterwards second loop. Okay, first what I will do, applying the KVL to loop A, B, D and A. So Kirchhoff's voltage law means the algebraic sum of voltage, that is electromotive force, and voltage drops across the resistors is equal to 0. So according to that, I have to make the separation of electrical currents one side and voltages in another side. So first I will apply KVL to ABDA loop, that is 40 I1 plus 20 I1 minus I2. Then it is equal to voltage, that is 120 volt. Here I have considered the current as clockwise direction. Okay. So in the first loop I have considered the current is flowing in the clockwise direction. So then simplify this equation. Then 40 I1 plus 20 I1 minus 20 I2 equal to 120 volt. So after that I will get 60 I1, then minus 20 I2 is equal to 120 volt. So I finished the applying KVL to first loop. Then I will apply KVL to second loop. That is B, C, D, B. So here also current is flowing in the clockwise direction. Okay. So according to that, 60 I2, then 20 plus 20 I2 minus I1 is equal to 65 volt. Here I have taken I2 minus I1 because first I have to consider the second loop. I am solving first the second loop, that's why I have taken as I2 minus I1. Then simplify the equation. 60 I2, 20 I2, then 20 I1, then 65 volts. So then afterwards I will get the 80 I2 minus 20 I1. So this I will consider it as a equation 1. Then this I will consider as a equation 2. Then multiply the equation 2 by 3 and subtract it in equation 1. Okay, so keep the equation 1 as it is. Then multiplying the second equation by 3, I will get as, so 80 multiplied by 3, then I will get 240, right? So 240 I2, then so 20 is multiplied by with 3, then I will get 60 I1 equal to, then 65 is multiplied with 3, so 15, so 5, then 1 is carry, so 18 plus 1, 19, that is 195 volt. Okay, so I have to simplify this equation. So for simplifying, I will rearrange the equations. That is, first I will consider I1 one side, then I2 another side. 60 I1, that is minus 60 I1 plus 240 I2, then 195. Okay, so afterwards, so you have to simplify this equation, then plus 60 I1, then minus 60 I1 cancels out, then 240 minus 20, you will get the 220 I2, then 195 plus 120, so what you will get, 5, 11, take carry 1, then 3, 315 you will get, so 315, so I2 equal to 315 divided by 220. So after simplification, I will get the value I2 as 1.43 amperes, because current will be measured in terms of amperes. Okay, so substitute this I2 value, I2 in equation 1. So what I will get, 60 I1, then minus 20, what is I2 value here? So 1.43. Then afterwards equal to 120 volt. Then 60 I1 as it is, so multiplying 20 into 1.43. Okay, so we'll get the value 20.43 equal to 120 volt. Then what we will do? So after that, so you have to find out the I1 value. I1 as it is, then so 120 plus 20.43, what I will get? 60 I1 plus 140.3, sorry, 43. So then I1 is equal to 140 by 43 divided by 60. So after simplifying, you will get the 140.43 divided by 60, you will get the I1 value. So as 60 140.43 means 3 then 0, so 70.21, then we will get value. So 140 divided by 43 divided by 60. So calculate sum room. So 140.43 divided by 60. 140.43 divided by 60. 0.43 divided by 60. 2. You will get the value 2.34 amperes. So that is the I1 value. So this is the way to find out the I1 and I2 values. Thank you.